Alright. We're back to Elden Ring. Let me check sound here. If it'll let me. Come on. That seems to be alright. Okay. Alright. Last time we beat Morgott, did all the early game. This time, what should we do? We teleported up here, by the way. I was just down there and just teleported up here. Okay, let's see. I guess I could go fight Rykard. It's a good idea. Why not? Let's go fight Rykard. Isn't Raya actually over here? Like, she might teleport you there, I'm not sure. Yeah, she's right here, okay.
I knew you. I hereby take my hand. Give me your hand. I will pray.
My sword just cut straight through the snake girl. Nah, she's alright though. It's fine. Dude, you could just skip all that boring running? Hell yeah, dude. Hannah Melania is not very good against Rykard though. So we'll use Mogwin Spears. Pretty sure that'll just cut through him. We'll see. Nice, dude. You do just teleport straight here. That's so cool. Still have to run through the manor, but that's okay, I guess.
I am Tanith, Rias, a warrior. Perhaps you will you join? Why accept? Rise with us.
Sure, whatever.
The drawing room, but
You don't actually have to do any of this.
The drawing room is use the key.
You can just go straight to Rykard. Hello? Oh, I guess you do have to do that to open this door. That makes sense, I guess. Have no intention of doing any of the side quests here or anything. Just here to kill your boss. Don't worry about it. I'll join you and kill your boss. What'd you say? Nothing. Yeah, there's God's Noble. I always forget that boss exists between here and Rykard. It's okay though. Has it really been 4 minutes? Wow. I feel like I started going straight to Rykard. And I also feel like I haven't done anything at all. It's already been 4 minutes. Camera staring at the ground there. Doesn't like to show you where you want to run to, and just shows you your feet. That did stagger him. Didn't actually expect that. I thought it would. And naturally, his attack pushes me back. Oh, like 10 feet. What the fuck? This is just in case I die. It's entirely possible. Not that probable, but... Ooh. Nice. I think actually just a ton of backstepping to actually outreach Land of Melania. Good pick. Nice. Don't know why I went down. Alright, here we go. Damn it. If he hadn't done another swing, he'd have been dead. Two shot. Cool. Very, very cool. Hello. How's it going? Dude, fuck. No stagger on that enemy. Gets to hit me 4 times. What? Are these enemies hyper armoring through everything? I don't think I've gotten that before. Another stab hit. Okay. Press heal twice. It'd be nice if you actually did it. Otherwise, not too The damage was kind of insane from Hand of Melania, though. Not Hand of Melania, Waterfowl. Wait, how much damage was it? Like 8,000? What the heck? I wonder if Waterfowl will work on record. Why did that go into where I was going? What the fuck? Okay, game. Instead of going to where I was at, which was to the left, it went to where I moved to, in front of me, to the right, inside. Huh? Whatever, game. This thing actually started attacking me. And here we are, record. Let's see if Hand of Melania works. Like, if Waterfowl will work. I'm gonna summon Mech Tier just to make this go by quicker. Just put on frickin' Serpent Hunter. Where the heck is it? It is. There it is. Hope I don't die immediately. Those technically you're staggered out of it. Stop it! Stop doing that! It's a weird sound. Alright, watch the cutscene, why not?
Very well. Serpent King has remedy.
His voice acting is so fun. I love it.
The very call.
I also love the blasphemous blade so much. Such a cool weapon. What the fuck was that? Dude.
Now we can devour God together.
I don't agree with that at all. I don't understand what killed me. Okay, game. I think it just didn't want me to win. It literally just did random ass damage out of nowhere. Like seriously, the damage came out of nowhere. So I'll put one of these on so I don't lose 1,000,000 souls like before. I mean, it's not 1,000,000 souls, but you know what I mean. Like a huge chunk of damage came out of nowhere. Staggered me twice. Then I got hit again by literally nothing. And then I got hit again by literally nothing. Like, what the fuck? I still don't really understand what just happened. You know what? We tried the Handlemanias. It was pretty fun, but let's do something different this time. Get up! Let me up! What the fuck was that? What is going on? Target the enemy! The fuck? Attack is a spin. AoE spin it. How did it not hit? Like that! What just hit me? What just fucking hit me? His body barely touches me, and it just knocks me over 90% HP. Saw that, right? I just got hit on. I guess the game just went. I'm dead now. I guess I'm dead technically. I guess these don't work too well because for some reason it doesn't hit him half the time, despite being right next to him. I recognize I'm getting hit by the skulls, but the skulls literally appear on me. Oh, well, I forgot I had that on. Whatever, just throw something on. They, like, if I'm right here, right, the skull will literally appear where this message is. Like, right there, and then it just hits me. Like, how am I supposed to know an attack is coming from there? I can't fucking see that. So it's essentially the same as just getting hit out of nowhere. By nothing. Alright. No, what? Oh my god. Are you fucking serious? Alright, whatever. Let's just do this then. No other attack at this range. Has to be AoE spin. somehow I get attacked and hit by it backwards. And I still get stunned by the lava before I get healed. Why am I getting hit by a skull when I'm staggering out of the attack? Okay.
Now we can devour Morgott together.
I don't mind losing. I don't even mind losing to random attacks. I just don't want to lose to random attacks every single second, every single time, because I can't see them. Because the game just spams random ass attacks out of nowhere all the time. Like, random attacks that I can't see shouldn't be hitting me every other second. That's stupid. If it happens like every so often, that's fine. It didn't hit me, dude. I did not roll twice. Damn it. Like, see, I just got hit by a skull. Literally, it came out of nowhere. I was doing an attack. Okay. But like I'm literally charging attack. I press charge attack right here. This attack. And then a skull just appears behind me, on me. I'm like, well, of course I'm gonna get hit by that. Like, what the fuck? I didn't know that was gonna happen. I don't have eyes in the back of my head, my character's head. Like, what the fuck? Alright. Whatever. Whatever, dude. You're dead. Let's do something different. I could max these weapons. It's pretty funny I haven't done it. Who cares about poison? Like, whatever. Doesn't matter. But it's just like, you're getting hit by attacks that you cannot see or perceive in any way, shape, or form. That just come out of nowhere and hit you because, without you having any ability to actually dodge it at all. Levi's just dumb. It's just stupid. Like, the skull attack needs to be visible. It needs to be shown, either visible, or it needs to be shown by him using it, or there needs to be an ample opportunity for you to avoid it. Instead, it has none of those. Okay. Alright, well, I'm back to chatting. That went pretty well. I'm trying to see if sound is still working. The delay is really, really bad. I'm pretty sure sound is still working. That was a good fight, though. It was pretty fun. I was just chatting with someone. That's why I was silent for a while. But yeah, that was a fun fight with the tree sentinel there. I'm still waiting to see if the freaking thing starts speaking. The playback. Okay, yeah. Jeez, the delay is really bad. What? Let's fight Morgott again. That was bullshit. Dude, heal! Like, my god. Stop running at me. Stop running at me. Stop it. Stop doing it. Stop running. Thank you, Jesus Christ. I thought it was tracking again. That's why I rolled again. Look. He even teleported away. I'm not two-handed right now. Can you come out of there? I don't think so. Okay, game. Jumped away from me, huh? What? That dodge was perfect. What the fuck? Okay. He jumped away so I couldn't hit him one more time. And then did an annoying attack after annoying attack. And I dodged fine and still got hit. Right. Maybe it's only in Elden Ring you get hit by that attack. Maybe DS2 also. But every other game, that dodge would have been totally fine. Because dodges give you iframes. So it doesn't matter if you dodge into an attack because you have iframes from the dodge. In this game, it's just like... I guess you don't have iframes at the end of your dodge or something? I don't know. Still not actually sure what hit me there. I don't know why I had to press it twice to get off my horse. Why did it just have to jump away? I don't even understand how to do that. fuck off. It hit me twice. That's 3 attacks that I don't understand back to back to back, and then it jumps away. Dodge just to get hit. I used the wrong one. Dude! Don't change targeting when I haven't done anything. Dude, they just changed targeting 3 times. When attack manager, I guess manager died. Changed it to me. Changed it to something else, like... Stop fucking running away. The entire fight is just running away. Just stand and let me attack you. Like, what the fuck? Just fight. Why does Lanziax need 3 different backups, step back attacks to hit you when it's stepping away? And then it chains them consecutively, and then when you run up to it, it uses it again. What purpose does that serve in the fight? Any purpose? None at all? Oh, okay. Like, if it does it every now and then, fine. If it does it once, fine. It shouldn't do it 9 out of 10 attacks. Like, that's just dumb. It's like, fucking sit down and let me fight you. Like, what in the flying fuck? Like, why is this game so against actually letting fights happen? I don't understand this spawn either. Like, it's so far away. Why is it way over there? Come on. This is not where I died. Yeah, it despawned mimic here. Dodge and deleted it. Look how it's running. It's like walking. It's not even walking yet. Fire that I can't see. What it's doing. It's doing. Doesn't step forward, step backwards. That's another jumping back attack. What? That didn't even hit me. Alright, you know what? I wanted to use the dragon scale blade for fun. But if this boss is gonna be stupid, I'm just gonna bullshit it. I'm gonna jump back literally 4 times in a row. and then bullshit you and kill you from full health with an attack that doesn't even hit you. What the fuck? Just like that didn't hit me at all. Like that attack straight up did not hit me. You guys are watching that. I was nowhere near. It was the one time it didn't do an attack that stepped backwards 20 feet to hit me. And it still managed to somehow kill me. Oh my god, get out of the way. Well, the game decided to turn from shocking and not let me move. It's still doing it. What? It's really cool. Or to suddenly change targeting. Get out of here. Like, that could have just been a cool fight. That it decided it didn't want to be. Go kill Black Knight instead. Try to run away, man. That was fun though. Cathartic. For the stupid Lanziax fights. I don't remember Lanziax being that annoying either. Like, Lanziax is fairly annoying, but not that annoying. That was kind of absurd. Literally would not stop running away. Bosses that run away are the worst part about this game, by the way. None of them are fun. Like, the boss fleeing you is not fun at all. And it's a new thing in this game. I've never seen it in any other FromSoft game. Like, imagine if you're playing Sekiro, and the bosses ran away from you when you're fighting. Like, imagine if Sword Saint ran away. Instead of, you know, daring you to run away from him. Instead of squaring off against you and using all of his cool attacks that were trained throughout his entire life. And then you had to overcome them and perfect parry him entire fight until you won. Threw back his lightning when he used it. Like, but imagine if Saint Sword, or Sword Saint Ishin ran away. Oh yeah, that'd be stupid, wouldn't it? Like, that would make the boss not only way worse to fight, way less fun, less thematically interesting, but also, like, it would make Ishin a coward, and Ishin is not a coward, so it wouldn't make any sense for his character. Now, he does have one attack where he, in the second phase, where he does a leaping backslash with his, I don't need to get that grace. Who cares? With his, spear. But that's not him running away so much as like just an attack that it's kind of the opposite of distance closer. What's it called? Like, distance, like resetter almost. But it's not really running away. It's just an attack he has that he knows how to do. But imagine if every single attack, or every so often, he should just run. Like, that'd be nonsense. Yet half the bosses in this game do it. Half of them just fucking flee you for some reason. You're so fucking scary, I guess. Just don't make it scary. Make it scary tarnished. Dude, I feel like I got hit by lightning that wasn't honest. Tell me that's not. Look at him. The boss literally ran it away from so much, away from me so much. He literally cornered himself. Like, what the fuck? Okay, game. Like, imagine that's what happened in any other From Software game. Imagine if Ishin, Sword Saint, ran away from you so much. He literally corners himself. Like, he corners himself, and then you're just like, you just come up here and you just go. And then he just died. Because he can't get away. Because he can't react. He's so fucking stupid. Like, my god. Like, all the reviews about this game, and even people who played it and talk about it and criticize it, they don't even talk about this, like, this, aspect of, like, they don't even criticize this aspect of the game. They may be like, there's too many explosions in that boss or something like that. But they don't actually, like, talk about boss behavior. They don't mention, like, the more annoying / stupid aspects of things in this game that just don't actually make any sense whatsoever. I guess I've never leveled up the Bolt of Grand Sax. You know what? Let's go get another one. Let's go get 2 bolts of Grand Saxes and level them up. And then use them against Godfrey. Sounds kind of fun. Like, they may be like... Melania is too annoying if I, like... She's too overpowered in some respects, and... Waterfowl is too absurd of an attack to reasonably expect players to deal with in this type of game. But they don't explain how. Like, Plateau attack just runs away, you know, literally. You know, literally like 77% of the time. Which is nearly as bad, if not worse, than the Melania thing. Like... Whatever. I was gonna open that door, but I don't care. I can open it later. They don't mention how Lanziacs, like they mention how like there's so many dragon fights in the game. You know, like there's however many there are in the game, but they don't mention that Lanziacs literally runs away on repeat, back to back to back to back, 3 to 6 times in a row. Like, imagine if Sin is not one of my liked fights of the game. Like, I don't like Dark Souls 2. I don't like Sin at all, really. But imagine if Sin just ran away from you. Let me talk about it. Now, don't get me wrong. Sin just is, like, very difficult to actually attack. But only because he spends the entire time flying around, which is annoying. But he doesn't run away from you. He just happens to fly around like a dragon. In fact, he charges you a lot. Feels like input reading, by the way. For an enemy that has no HP to and should phase transition. Instead, continues to attack me for some reason. Anyway. Like, no one talks about that right there, right? Like, it ultimately probably doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. Even in this game, it doesn't really matter. Like, you'll hear people be like, Crucible Knights are annoying, or they're too tough, or there's too many in the game, you know. And all those are probably true. But they don't talk about how, like, a Crucible Knight that phase transitions at 46% HP, you know, didn't phase transition until I did 98% damage to it, because it's input reading my attacks. Like, they don't talk about that, you know. Like why is it not phase transition? Like, I don't even know. I don't even understand it. Are you telling me because I'm attacking it, and it isn't within a certain distance of me as well, that it won't phase transition? There's no way, right? Like, it's programmed to transition at a certain amount of HP threshold. It isn't programmed to phase transition at 46% HP. Okay. Except if you can attack. Like, that's not a thing. Okay, well, that was a good roll, but the game said no. I feel like that was input read too. But maybe not. Maybe it was just doing that swing and then forward swing. See, I properly responded to its attack. Its little, you know, sweeping back step attack. with the long distance AoE damage attack.
For bringing
And
me
then
to
it
the
properly
base
responded
of
to
the
that by
earth.
doing the jump
Here.
forward slam down.
I can, and thus I shall farewell.
But I'm
I
pretty
shall-
sure
I wish
it doesn't
you
normally
have- I
follow
have
up the backstepping sweep attack with the forward jump attack. It doesn't, like, it did this attack, right? Like, it did, like, the backstep, it did the well, not that, but you know what I mean, it did the backstep sweep, and then it did the forward attack, right? Like that. But I'm pretty sure that that backward sweep, this attack, and this attack do not actually normally follow up one another. Which only means one thing. That it input read me to do that. Like, how is he missing now? Okay, why is this guy here? Oh, look, it's input reading. That's also an input read there. That stab. Just kill this other guy too, might as well. He did give her some. Input reading, like I said, I've said this before in other videos, that it can be a thing in like certain boss fights and certain times, but random mobs don't need to input read. Like, come on. Like, fuck right off, you know. Random mob doesn't need to input read where I'm running, install its own fucking arrow shot just to make sure that it shoots directly where I'm going. Like if I'm running like this, diagonal, and it shoots, it should never hit you, because the arrow should fly this way, right? If you're running, you know, from here, if you're running from here to here, it should never hit you, because the arrow it shoots flies like this, right? And you go diagonal, so it misses. Instead, I still got hit, because it's input reading that I'm moving forward. So instead of shooting where I am, it shoots where I'm going. Now that's how players act. So in some regards, it mimicking that is kind of interesting. But it's an AI. It's an AI enemy. It shouldn't react like that. This is not a ground stone, right? Yeah. Oh, actually that was my fault. I thought it was dual wielding, so I got hit. Anyway. So it's actively input reading the positioning of the player to deal damage to hit you. Which, like I said, makes some sense. Don't get me wrong. That makes sense that the archer would shoot where you're going and not where you are. But it feels really bad, because as a player, you don't expect a random AI to do that, and you don't know how to react to it. Like, you don't know, should I stop running? Should I stop moving? Should I roll? Should I turn my direction? Like, you don't know if it's going to input read those directions. Like, if you just press roll, sometimes this happens too. If you're running like that, diagonal, and you press roll, right? So instead you go, okay, instead of, where's the fucking camera is fucking me up. Instead of running straight, like a diagonal to avoid it, you go, okay, it's gonna shoot me at the end. So you start running, and then you go, you roll this way, and it inputs reads your roll, and then shoots over here and still hits you at the end of your roll. So it will still input read you and hit you no matter what. And it just feels so fucking bad. That's what the problem with input reading is. It makes attacks that hit you feel like they're not your fault. Just the game had prior knowledge of how to actually damage you, and then it does so based on that prior knowledge. The only action you can take as a player is to do something very bizarre, or shield it, I guess. But you still take damage through your shield from lightning arrows. And that's really it. There isn't really any other... There isn't really any other action. Because the input reads the guy hit me immediately from a default sleeping state. I don't even understand that. Anyway. But it feels bad because, like, it's something you can't, like, it input reads your roll. So you can't sit there, well, I mean, you can. You could sit there and wait for it to shoot an arrow and then roll. That's like the only other reaction there. But that's boring. And it will still, and it's sitting there holding an arrow, waiting to input read you before it fires. So you're gonna sit there a moment while it's deciding what to do. Let's summon Omen Killer Roller. Why not? I don't. Oh right. Actually, you know what? Let's go level up the... Oh, damn it. I didn't get the other one. Oh, wait. Surely I have multiple Spear of Grand Saxes. So, like, there are critiques of this game, and there are reviews of this game, but there's no reviews talk about that type of shit.
I never knew, although I'm still looking. I'm still looking.
You're no matter loud, you.
Where is it? I should also just do like the crag blades or something. Okay, fine.
Back all no matter. Look, she has a sword in her eye. Back already, no matter. I see
Like
nothing special.
they'll discuss that some of the bosses are bad and stuff, but they're not gonna like minutely discuss like how some of the combat works and the strange minutia of way enemies move and act based entirely on your own inputs. Like they may mention something along those lines or something, but they're not gonna mention like go in depth about it. And it really feels like that's a disservice to critiquing the game, because you can talk about that type of stuff, and they either don't recognize it, they don't think it's an issue, or they just don't discuss it or something. Maybe they don't remember to or something, but like reviewers not doing it makes sense, because reviewers either don't care, or they're gonna give the game 10 out of 10 anyway, because you know they want the next FromSoft game to be given to them or something. So they're going to be disingenuous about it. You know, it's just like... I don't know. I'm not complaining necessarily. I mean, I am complaining. But I'm more like trying to talk through about...
Perhaps you doing so. And you, do you think it's where I come from?
Like, trying to talk through some of the more minor nuances of the game that can be very irritating and disrupt gameplay in a negative way.
You are.
Like I said, I've said this before.
What you felt like. Oh, it is come back to
I don't know if there's like input reading in other FromSoft games. I can't remember. But like I said, I don't remember there being any, right? So that to me that indicates that there either isn't any, or it's very few and far between, or it's not as noticeable. But the input reading in this game is fucking atrocious. Like it is straight up terrible. Like I will remember the input reading in this game for years to come. Like Like, even, like, Misbegotten, well, like, the regular Misbegotten enemies will do it. And they'll, like, if you do an attack, like right here, attack, this Misbegotten right here will input read it, do the jumping attack, and swipe down on you to make sure it hits you. When in other FromSoft games, at this distance, this enemy would either do nothing, or it would do a stepping stab attack or something like that. That would either hit you based on distance, or just completely whiff, and your attack would probably also whiff. And that's just how other FromSoft games are like. Because other FromSoft games are based entirely on outplaying, outmaneuvering an enemy, like this guy right here, see him, and positioning. And if he swings, I step back, I dodge, I block, I swing to interrupt it, etc., etc. But you can't do any of that in this game, because the enemy either reacts so fast that if you're blatant reacting, you'll get it, or it waits, installs, and input reads your next movement, and either hits you, or you've anticipated the input reading, and either dodge or block beforehand or something. And it makes the combat actually feel way worse, because you have to anticipate being input read, and you have to respond accordingly, instead of responding accordingly to just an enemy existing.
Despite all that,
which is way more interesting.
so please. Might I? Could you please?
Like fighting even regular mobs in this game is like the same as fighting players. Like, if you want PvP experience of quote-unquote input reading each other, you know, anticipating what each other's going to do, and responding that way, like dodging or jumping attack or rolling attack or moving out of position and then moving back in to attack, like all that stuff is fun against players, because you're outplaying another person. You're mind gaming another person. Mind gaming a fucking computer, a random misbegotten warrior, is not interesting. It's not fun. Like, imagine if Bayonetta was like that, or any like the Devil May Cry games.
Well, I know very. Why don't I?
Instead of just being a powerhouse, going through all the regular enemies like butter, like cutting through them all like butter. You have to specifically wait and time certain actions based on one just random angel. Like, here's the random angel. You have in a Bayonetta, you have to go. What do I do? Oh, block. Oh, move this way. Dodge. Attack. Okay. Instead of just walking up and beating the shit out of it as Bayonetta. Like, the game would be way worse, wouldn't it? The answer is yes. It'd be way fucking worse. Because, like, regular enemies are not meant to be that much of a threat. What makes them a threat in FromSoft games isn't the fact that they're a threat. It's the fact that if you just get lazy or you play poorly, you can just suddenly take a ton of damage because you just let an enemy hit, like, do a ton of damage on you. It's entirely your fault. But in this game, oh, I've been doing this. In this game, it's not like that. Regular enemies are a threat because they are a threat. Because they input read. And some people would say that's better, you know. Like, it's better to have enemies just be a threat because it makes the game more interesting. But I would say that's incorrect. Because not every single enemy needs to actually be a threat. If you let an enemy be your threat, then that's your fault. That's 30. Whatever, let's level 1 max.
She has a gift, so I told her I'm indebted to. It was all I could
Yeah, okay,
do.
whatever. Okay, I'm done harping on it.
Finally, the stolen. And now, though I ask, I am Heartcrown. We live in what right? Our Lord.
No, I will say one more thing. What makes this game fun for me, like, if this game wasn't fun, then I would think this game is terrible, based entirely on that. But this game is fun for me, and it's my favorite FromSoft game, actually, purely because it's actually fun to play. No, irregarding what I just said. Is irregarding a word? Disregarding, that's it. Like, disregarding that, this game is the most fun to play. Well, sort of. There's a lot of random early game. Like, when you first play this game, the early game exploration is, like, intensely amazing. But after you played, like, your first playthrough of this game, it's actually really, really dumb and really, really boring. Not dumb, but, like dull, you know? Like, whatever. I'll use it over there. Like, it's really not good to dwell on it again. Like, you have to do, like, yeah, run through a lot of it, so it makes the game kind of meh. But actually, the minute-to-minute gameplay of, like, fighting this stuff is, like, the most fun I've had with a FromSoft game. And that's purely because, like, stats are, like, to me, more interesting in this game. Like in Demon Souls, like, stats are, like, everything. So it makes the game more boring to me. Like, you have to begin that game knowing exactly what you're going to do. And if you deviate any from that, you're just kind of fucked. Like, you can't really deviate at all. Like, the moment-to-moment leveling and the stat placement in this game makes it way more interesting to me. And you also feel a little bit more powerful in this game, and, like, you can get, like, weapons like this that are just, like, incredibly fun to use. Like, just the moment-to-moment stuff is more interesting, and the weapons in this game are amazing. They're, like, really, really cool. So yeah, like, this game is more fun to play, but, like, this game is a little less fun to play. See, like that fight was fun. I mean, I didn't play perfectly. In fact, I feel like I played fairly poorly, but that was fun. I kind of almost cheesed him a bit by just throwing lightning spears at him. But it was fun. I could have played it a little more seriously. I could have just came in here with a Uji Katana, maybe even a shield, maybe not. And then just tried to roll perfectly and swing on him, doing, you know, very meager, modest damage, and won that way. You know, like, I could have had fun doing that too. But I chose not to. I chose to summon random Rolo for whatever reason. Who do I want to summon now? Summon Battle Mage. Wait, can I summon? Yeah, okay. Just for fun, you know? Like, I'm having fun. But walking through an area and having a misbegotten, you know, input read me and swing perfectly on me to hit me for no reason is not fun. Like, imagine in Shrine of Storms, that's it, where you first spawn in, and those skeletons do the rolling attacks. Those skeletons are tough. They're actually really tough. And they're tough because they're tough. They're tough because their moveset's annoying. They're tough because they roll into you and get annoying. They swarm you with 2 or 3 of them. They're tough. They don't input read you. They are just tough enemies. Now imagine if they only input read you. There'd be times where they wouldn't roll into you, even though they do normally. Is this sun actually moving? That's kind of interesting. Like, if they only input read you, like they do in this game, I'm not actually sure if I understand how the sun and day-night cycle works in this game. Like, it looks like the sun is moving, but, like, you can't see the sun from here. And the shadows, like, the tree doesn't move, so there's always... Anyway, whatever. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Like, the feel of the Shrine of Storms when you first walk in there is kind of intimidating and tough, just because those skeletons are relentless and they're hard. Now imagine if they were like this game, where they only stayed back and they just did this. Because you attacked. Like, the actual style slash, feeling of the area would be way different. Because these enemies are not actually fighting you. They're just like moving around, walking around, and just like doing this. Like, it'd be far less intimidating. But it would almost, in some instances it'd be harder. Because they would input read your attacks and hit you before you can attack, or they would do the rolling attack and knock you out of your attack, or you'd hit one and then another one would immediately hit you. Like, in some regards it would be harder. Like, the difficulty would be harder. Not necessarily, because having multiple enemies attack you at once could also be difficult, and it is. But, like, there's a different feel of the way the fighting is. One feels like you're just getting swarmed by mindless skeletons. The other feels like you're purposely getting annoyed by the developers, because they develop an enemy that just waits around until it reads your input to hit you. Like I said, one sometimes more difficult, the other is sometimes more difficult. Sometimes it's more fun to outplay input reading garbage, and sometimes it's more fun to just fight enemies that don't do that. So there is a difference, moment to moment, about whether one's more fun or one's more interesting. But I'm telling you that the actual feeling of the area changes, regardless of if you find it fun fighting those input reading enemies, or if you don't. It doesn't matter. The feeling is actually just straight up different no matter what. No longer do you feel like you're entering a new area with mindless skeletons that want to kill you the moment you spawn in, and are daring you to even go forward. Like, the feeling is now, oh, these skeletons have a mind. Oh, they're trying to catch me and not play me. I need to play smarter. Like, you inherently are doing something different. Like I said, it's not necessarily worse or better, either way the game is, but it's just an entirely different area, different feeling of the area. The reason why the skeletons don't input read you there at the Shrine of Storms is simple, because that's not what the developers wanted them to do. They didn't want that feeling. They wanted the feeling of relentless, mindless attacking sentry enemies that constantly hound you from different angles because they jump around and there's multiple of them. They wanted that feeling. They wanted that feeling of oppression. And it works. But pretty much every enemy in this game, to some degree, not all of them, but pretty much everyone input reads you, to some degree. So, no matter where you are in this game, you're dealing with the input reading enemies feeling. You're not dealing with the relentless, mindless enemies feeling. You're dealing with the input reading enemies. Like I said, not necessarily is either one better, give or take where you are. But the entire game being that way makes it fucking exhausting. Even if you like that certain way of fighting, which I don't know why I don't like it at all. But if you like it, it's fine. But I'm pretty sure most people wouldn't like playing the entire game that way. It makes it, like I said, very exhausting to play. Okay, that's my last point. I'm done. I will say one more thing, actually. Crucible Knights are notorious for input reading, by the way. I guess because of a press roll. Whoa. Okay. I feel like there was a couple instances of input reading there, but maybe not. Maybe it just randomly did the grab attack there. And I was unlucky and got hit. Maybe. But I will say that I thought being that close to it wouldn't hit me with that attack. It would throw it by me. So it was kind of an experiment, and that was kind of my fault, I guess. But getting grabbed there, I thought I was out of range for its attacks. Guess not. I don't know. It looked like I teleported into its grab. So, but you know, whatever. Like I said, my fault technically, but how am I supposed to know? You know. Oh, still this fucking Mulligan's Blessing. I might not have died there if I hadn't used it. I had my full health. But anyway, I don't mind that much because I learned a little bit. Okay, actually I do mind that these perfumers are still alive. I don't like that. That might be the first time I got the perfumer notes. Let's see the phase transition. Oh, okay. Fair enough. But I was waiting for it to do the wing attack. Let's see if it does the... I should have just been fighting it. Should have just been attacking. Would have been dead. Man, this is a really long load time. Like, holy fuck. See, can you hit it from here? Is this gonna kill me? I was wondering if I would jump off the edge. Oh, okay. They dropped Budding Cave Moss times 5. Because it's just a drop. It's like, what the heck? Oh, dude, that's it, huh? Oh. What the heck? It didn't even show me a damage number. The reason why I was able to kill it there is because I've learned that they do an attack after their stab that knocks you over. The stab knocks you over, and then they do an attack that you get iframes for on the ground. And then they do an attack that's probably dodgeable right after that. So I got knocked over purposefully, rolled, hit it, rolled, rolled, rolled is next attack, that's a follow-up. Attacked, and then just attacked because it had no HP left. So I purposefully calculated getting hit there as a way of continuing my attack. And that, when that happens, you feel kind of like a boss. Like you feel like you've done something cool. But that's few and far between in this game. Most of this game amounts to just overpowering your enemies as opposed to outplaying them. Whereas, and that's what I like about the game sometimes. Don't get me wrong, like, overpowering them is a lot of fun. But the older games are more about outplaying rather than overpowering. Okay. Did the spin attack 3 times in a row, huh? Did it again. A lot of spin attacks that give it high burn. Thank you for the spell I picked up 20 times now. Alright. Oh, I was gonna change my flask. Yeah, let's change them a little bit. Sorry if this part about, for me, talking has been kind of annoying, irritating. Sorry about that. I hope it hasn't been. I hope it's been a little interesting listening to me, like, converse and speak my mind about the way the game works and the gameplay mechanics behind the stuff. I hope it's been more interesting than that. I pressed roll, and the game didn't care. So, I don't know. Alright. Sorry about that. Alright. These weapons are not very good against Morgott, but... Battle Mage Hughes is terrible against them. But I wanted someone Battle Mage Hughes. So... Golden Vow. Who uses that incantation? Yeah, you will let me summon him. Let's see, does this fire up? It does. What the fuck? That looks so weird. How did I hit? I'm not sure I understand how that works. Spirit of the Phoenix. Well, not really. To the back of the head. Thank you, Battle Mage Hughes. You were perfect. Absolutely perfect. You did that grand total of 500 damage. Thank you. I might have done more than that. 2,000 as much. I'm gonna say Battle Mage Hughes did. There's no way it did 2,000 damage though, right? I saw one time that I did 500. So if it did 500 3 times, that's 1,005. Maybe it did do 2,000 then. Anyway, good fight, good fight.
Hello again, old friend. You are unprevented by the thorn, a husk of the only way to stand before the Elden Ring and become the Elden Lord is to pass the thorns. My purpose serves to aid in that very act. So I'd like you to undertake a new journey with me to the Flame of Ruin, far above the clouds, upon the snowy mountain tops of the giants. Then I can set the Erd Tree aflame and guide you.
Alright. Now we're headed that way. A weird squeak here. Sounds like it is. There is. Because I always hear a weird squeak there that confuses me. Sniped? Still have that stupid ball against busing. Ugh, keep forgetting to use it. even after I mention it. Like I keep... I think so fast that I actually ran into my camera. Like, I saw its head from my camera. Like, its head was where this lever was. Like, what the fuck? Screw off. Anyway, yeah. This is kind of how I am when I... Wow, the Baldican's Blessing's already done. It's just not worth it at all. When I play these games... When I play games... Oh, that is okay. I just critique shit when I'm playing it. And it doesn't make me dislike the game or anything, necessarily. I'm not really complaining either, all that much. I mean, there are aspects I do quote-unquote complain about, but it's more like I'm trying to discuss it and inform people who are watching. And I hope, like I said this before, but I hope people like that and appreciate that, instead of just like always singing praises of certain things and stuff, and ignoring issues and ignoring some of the problems the game can have and stuff. Like I said, this is probably my favorite FromSoft game. It's stopped me from liking it. And there are aspects of this game that I just absolutely love. But there are other aspects of this game which I just think are just completely terrible. Something burning. I mean, it's not that I didn't. I actually didn't press it. I actually did roll it, though. The game didn't care. Let's stagger this. Actually, kind of. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna switch weapons. This fight is tough when you can't tagger them. Tagger? Wow. Stagger them. What weapon do I use? The hammers? I should level up another America's hammer. See if it runs that fast to catch up to me this time. I think it. Whoa. Of course it's not now. Fuck. It hyper armored through my attack. That's weird. This is my fault. That damage is my fault. Because I forgot this wasn't down. Alright. Oh, right. Take off the twig. Don't use it. Don't die again with the twig on. Like an idiot. Like you do every time. I'm tempted to see what this does to this one. Okay, well, you get hit. I didn't know that enemy was gonna fucking use perfume. What the hell? Jesus Christ, this guy does so much damage. My fault. Completely my fault. Oh my god, what? Why did it not give me the visceral? Stop running at me. Attack when you're in range of attack. What? I just don't have it in me. What's Asher War on this? Poison is. Still chasing me, huh? See if I can poison him. The enemy is walking outside of the poison range? What the fuck? Fuck off, game. Really? Wait a minute, where are my runes? Stagger me here. Huh? What? It's almost not in range. Press roll. Yeah, okay. Game didn't care that I pressed roll. Oh, I do have it. I still have it till you're gone. What the fuck? Alright, fine. I'll use a better weapon. God damn it. Let's use a better weapon. Should we just destroy this stupid enemy for being annoying? Actually, you know what? No. Animalani is fine. Oh yeah. All the damage buffs. Whoa. Okay, game. Game is silly. Very silly. Dude, I didn't know this thing would attack me. I love how I'm out of its range and I still get hit and killed. Getting pissed off. Even the first arrow was nonsense. Like the enemy's in a resting state, I attack, and then it immediately gets shot out of the sky and knocked down. There was no animation. I just got shot. What the fuck? It also hit me in the head too. Oh my god. That is so fucking annoying. The game will not let me have fun right now. It's absolutely refusing it. It's refusing to let me have any amount of fun. What the fuck? The game almost pushed me out there. I felt it. The game wanted me to fall off for sure. No fun allowed. I wish the fucking thing was visible, so I know where to pull the lever. Okay, it's in here. In the center for some reason. Not sure if that makes sense. It's not outside, it's not inside, it's in the center. Does center make the most sense, or the least sense? Not sure. Alright, let's make some progress. Let's stop screwing around. Screwing around a lot. New game plus 7, screwing around a ton. Constantly dying. Right. Yeah, no. Naturally. Again, where are my runes? Oh, I have them. Look at that. What? One type of weapon. Feels so good. My little archer buddies. Payback for the game not letting me have fun. So I get to have a perfect victory. It's so much fun. And Hand of Melania just with the subs does tons of damage. So well, it disappears. That's lame. I wonder how useful these archers are against Melania actually. Like, you think they can she can dodge like all the random arrows? And apparently they do frost damage, so randomly frosting Melania here and there by their arrows is kind of neat. I wonder. forgot entirely to do Millicent. Well, alright then. I will summon Mary here, simply because I hate his boss. Fly literally rammed itself into my forehead. Dude, stop it. Stop input reading me and jumping and attacking me. It's the third time it's done it. Dude, this fucking fly is nuts. Their boss that just runs away. Jumped away again. Changed his target into me even though I didn't deal any damage. Jumped away again. Yeah, because he jumped away again. I don't like this fight at all. This enemy is way overdue. And it literally spends half the time jumping away. The other half input reading or alternating targets mid-attack to make its attacks extremely hard to predict. Its attacks also just don't have any uniform to them and don't really make much sense. So it's already complicated enough to figure out how to dodge it. That fly literally just slammed itself into my forehead for some reason. Right. That did not hit me. It did a jumping attack where I was, turned around 180 and hit me. Still attacking me, despite attacking an enemy right beside it. And getting hit by that. The rest of the game just didn't care. Yeah, I'm dead because it jumped into a fling I couldn't see what was done. How it jumped here when I was over there. Then when I came here, it jumped over there. Just fucking stop. Just sit still so I can fight you. Why does the enemy need to jump around all over the time? All over the place, all over the time? Why does it need to do that? What purpose does that serve? How does that make the gameplay more interesting? The enemy more interesting? It can do it sometimes. It can do it every now and then. It can have an attack where it jumps back and then swings forward. It can do those things. Just, it needs to stop doing this. Like, just stop it. That doesn't add anything to the game. That's one of my most hated things in this game. I fucking can't stand that shit at all. I think it's completely terrible. Literally detracts from the gameplay. Makes it way worse. See, just did it again. Look at 3 attacks, 3 jumps. How did that hit? Why are you over there? Look where I am. Why is it over there? Get over here. That didn't hit me. What? Dude, come over here, man. What the fuck? It went. Literally, it did this. I'm dead, so I can't show you. Like, I hate harping about it. I hate complaining about it, but like you fucking saw that. Like, get the fuck over here and let me fight you. What the fuck are you doing? Imagine if Artorias just hopped around the battlefield. Like, this is what this boss did. It went. And I was right here. I was right here. I'm like, I'm right here. Why are you over there? What the fuck? At least the Knights Cavalry makes sense when it does that. Because the Knights Cavalry hops up like on horseback. This thing doesn't make any goddamn sense when it does it. Literally nothing. It's already over there. It was literally right there a step ago, and now it's over there. How did it get over there? In fact, it didn't. I don't even understand what that was. I think that attack hit me because it changed its attack mid-swing. So it did the backstep attack to hit the mimic tier, but then it changed its targeting to me mid-swing even though it didn't do anything. So it just looked very awkward when it hit me. And it was an attack I didn't know to dodge because it wasn't in the process of attacking me. Just a fucking clown fest. Like, on a good day, this fight is stupid. And since then, has just been completely abysmal. Very literal. Very literal, yeah. Literally literal. Nothing good about this fight at all. Completely worthless. They didn't even aggro. This doesn't do that. Very close. And it dodged it. Dodged a fireball that does like 400 damage. It didn't backstab. It just somehow put me in front of it. Like, I think the boss literally, like, slid backwards. Her animation canceled. Took a minute here. Start using that attack all in here. Like, if this message is that enemy, I'm here, right? It was even more like here. Why is it using that AoE spinning destined death attack right there? Look where I am. Even with its huge range, it can't hit me. So why did it start using that attack? I don't know. I mean, it does have a forward slash attack with it, where it goes forward and hits down. But that typically is dodgeable. Like, you can easily dodge that part. Even, I guess, I feel like even with my Hand of Melania attack, Waterfowl, I could still dodge it. The game didn't let me, even though I did press dodge. But I feel like I could still dodge it, so I'm not really sure why it used that attack there. That's why I say it almost felt like an input read. If I was positive that I would get hit no matter what, then I would be like, that's definitely an input read. But I feel like I should have been able to dodge it. So even if I had dodged it, like, that just reinforced my point further. Like, why did it use that attack there? Like, imagine if I hadn't used Waterfowl and it hadn't input read me and just done that attack there. Then it would just be doing an attack like this. Like, say I'm that the Grace is me there, it would just be doing this. Dude, this fucking fly, man. Oh my god. But like I would just be standing there watching an enemy do this. Like, that's silly, right? What enemy does that in any other FromSoft game? I can't think of any. There might be one, but I seriously can't think of any. Like, imagine if the Sword Saint did that. Imagine if, again, this is me, right? This Grace is me. Imagine the Sword Saint is just right here going. Like, that'd be silly. You'd be like, what the fuck is Ishin doing? Why is he tagging the air? Has the old man gone senile? Like, that's what you'd be thinking. Like, he doesn't do anything like that. Like, what the fuck? So either that was an input read, or I don't know. I really don't understand it at all, actually. Very odd. Oh yeah, I need to go to Shaded Castle first. Damn it. Okay. Well, I'll be right back though. Alright, I'm back. Need to check if sound is still going, because the video kind of cut out, maybe? I don't know. I need to see if it's still working, still filming. It is. Yeah, it seems to be, but it was doing a weird artifacting type of thing. Yeah, it's still doing that. I don't like that at all. Oh shit. Is it gonna keep doing that? That's not good. I can't. Fuck this fly, dude. I literally just sat down. I can't tell if this. Dude, what? Fly. There's literally so many other places you can be. You do not need to be on my own. Oh shit, man. Okay, this artifacting is terrible. So I'm gonna try to reset the video. I hate cutting out the video when I'm in the middle of me filming. I hate it.